Hello students, in our today's lecture we will solve the paper of test 2. In first MCQ it is given that the electric dipole is placed in uniform electric field and asked that what is the resultant force acting on it. So it is clear that the resultant force acting on a dipole is always zero when it is placed in a uniform electric field. Number 2, in this example, an electric dipole moment of HCl is given, which is 3.4 into 10 raised to minus 30 coulomb meter. Charge on both the atoms are unlike and equal, means equal and opposite. That is, here it will be H plus and Cl minus. So the charges on this will be equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Also, the distance between these two charges, that is H plus and Cl minus, is given, that is 10 raised to minus 10 meter, and we want to find the magnitude of the charge. So it is very simple. You can see the solution here. Dipole moment is given, so I have written it. Distance between the charges is symbolically represented by twice of A, which is also given, and charge is to be obtained. So using simple formula, P is equal to 2A into Q. We can make the subject Q here because we want to find this Q. So Q will be equal to P upon twice of A. Now simply putting the value of P and value of the distance, that is twice of A, and solving, we get the answer 3.4 into 10 raised to minus 20 coulomb. So option number B is correct. Now in MCQ number 3, electric field is given which is along Z direction, and a square is given whose length of side is 10 centimeter. So from this we can find the area of this square, and this square is along the XY plane, and we need to find the flux passing through this square plane. So for the solution of this, let us see the calculation. Electric field is along the Z direction, and so as E is in the vector form, I have kept the direction for it, which is along the Z. So here we have kept K cap, which indicates the Z direction. Also, the surface area, symbolically represented by S, and length of the side is 10. So 10 into 10 is equal to 100. Again, as the plane is along the XY direction, so the vector of that area will be along normal to it, so it will be Z direction. You can see here, suppose this is the x-axis, and if this is a plane which is along the YZ direction, so the area vector will be normal to it. So vector direction of this area is along x-axis, and that's why here the surface area in a vector form, its direction is taken K, because it is along Z direction. Now finally, flux. We have the formula flux phi is equal to E dot S in vector form, and so putting the values 100K for E and vector S as this and calculating, we get 1 Newton meter square per coulomb. Now here I have given that K dot K, that is equal to 1, or you can also solve this as flux phi is equal to E S cos theta. Now what is theta here? As these two vectors are in same direction, theta is 0, and so cos theta will be equal to 1. So cos theta is 1, and 100 into 100, that is 10 raised to 4, and into 10 raised to minus 4 will give you 1. So 1 into 1 is 1. So you can solve in this way. I hope you can understand this. Now next, given that in MCQ 4 there is a sphere and a dipole is kept inside it, and we want to find the flux passing through or the flux linked with this sphere. Now we know that the formula of flux in terms of charge is total charge upon epsilon naught. This is nothing but the Gauss law. So total charge enclosed in this sphere, one is positive and the other is negative, and they have the same magnitude because it is dipole, and so the total charge or the resultant charge inside this sphere is 0, and 0 by anything is 0. Hence option number B is correct, which is 0. Now number 5, dimensional formula of linear charge density lambda is to be obtained. We know that the formula for lambda is Q upon L. Now Q, its dimensional symbol is also Q, and length, its dimensional symbol is L. So Q upon L. Finally, writing this in terms of all the dimensions, we can write M, L, T and Q. M is not there here, so M raised to 0. T is also not there, so T raised to 0. Q, its power is 1, so as it is, and L is there, whose power is 1, but it is in denominator, so writing it in the numerator, its power will become minus 1. So finally the dimension is M naught, L minus 1, T raised to 0 and Q raised to 1. So option B is correct. Next is number 6. Given a cube and a charge Q is enclosed in it. Here we want to find the flux passing through or linked with any one surface of this cube. Now we know that the total flux passing through the 6 faces of a cube, that means the total flux linked with the entire cube, can be given as flux phi is equal to total charge enclosed upon epsilon naught. This is nothing but the Gauss's law. Now this is the flux linked with the entire cube, but we want to find for only one face, and we know that a cube has a 6 faces. So the flux linked with or emerging from only one face is divided by 6 of the total flux. So flux linked with the one surface or the one face is total flux divided by 6, and total flux is this. So putting that, we get Q upon 6 epsilon naught. So here option number D is correct. So this was about the MCQ. For correct option you get 1 mark, and for incorrect option you will get 0. no marks for method, because you have to simply make a dot or a circle around the correct answer. Now section B, there are two questions, each of 2 marks, and so total mark is 4. In first one, the theory is given of an electric dipole placed in an external uniform electric field. So there is a figure which carries 0.5 marks. So if your figure is correct, then you can expect 0.5 marks. Now an explanation related to the figure. If you have written that explanation at least of 3 lines, 2 to 3 lines, then you can expect 0.5 marks for that. Now there are mathematical steps for which again 0.5 marks, and finally if you have reached till this formula in vector form, then again 0.5 marks. So total 2 marks if no mistake is made. Remember that there must be vector in this last formula, otherwise 0.5 marks can be deducted. This theory is given on page number 31 of your textbook as well as in the notes given by me. Question number 2. For a surface charge density, its definition is asked as well as formula. So for definition 0.5 marks, and the formula again 0.5 marks. If you have written the correct unit, then 0.5 marks, and dimension again 0.5 marks. So in all 2 marks for this. This is given on page number 32 of your textbook. In that dimension is not given, but dimension you can easily obtain from the formula. Section C, each question carries 3 marks and there are such 2 questions, so total 6 mark. Now in question number 3, there is a figure which carries 0.5 marks. Description related to figure and the situation, again 0.5 marks. And there is an equation and the mathematical steps. So writing or starting the equation from 1.28 equation number to 1.30 equation of your textbook, you can expect 1.5 marks for it. And then at last the statement of Gauss law, 0.5 marks. So in all 3 marks. Now example number 4. This example is similar to example number 1.10 of your textbook, only values are changed, rest of the things as it is. In this example of a dipole, we want to find the electric field on the axis as well as electric field on the equator. So you can see here the value of R and value of twice of A. This is in mm and this is in centimeter. So one condition is there that R is very greater than A. So if you have written this condition, then you can expect 0.5 marks, and if you have not mentioned this condition, then you can lose 0.5 marks. Now if this condition is there, then directly we can use this formula 2 kp upon r cube, where this p is a electric dipole moment and its formula is twice of A into Q. Now here 2A is given, even charge Q is also given, which is 50 microcoulomb. So putting the value of 2a, see here it is in mm, so we have converted in SI system. So 10 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. Here it is in microcoulomb, so we have converted this into coulomb. Micro means 10 raised to minus 6. So putting these values in SI system and calculating, we get this electric dipole moment as 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb meter. Now using this P and the other values in this equation, we get 2 value of K, value of P which is obtained, and value of R and its cube. After putting these values and calculating, we get this answer. Now once again, remember here that R is given in centimeter. So here when we kept the value of R, we have converted that into meter. So centimeter to meter, 10 raised to minus 2 is kept. After calculation, you will get this answer 11.25 into 10 raised to minus 5 Newton per coulomb. So for this calculation and correct answer, you can expect 1 mark. But if the answer is wrong and if the unit is also wrong or not proper, then you cannot expect these marks. If the answer is correct, but if the unit is not written or wrongly written, then you can expect only 0.5 marks and not 1 complete mark for this calculation and answer. So this is the answer for electric field on the axis. Now we know that for the electric field on the equator, the formula is Kp by r cube. So if you have written this formula, you can expect 0.5 marks for this. And we know that the electric field on the equator is half of the axis. So simply you have to make half of this and you will get this answer. So if you have correctly obtained this answer with unit, then again 0.5. Now you can see most of the calculation is carried in this equation. Here the work is very small. So for equator, only 1 mark in all is considered. Now section D, question number 5, which carries 4 mark. Here you have to define first an electric dipole, and then with necessary figure you have to derive an equation of electric field on the equator of a dipole. Now for the marking system of this theory, you can see here that a definition of an electric dipole will carry 1 mark, and a proper labeled figure with description. That means you have to describe a figure in 2 or 3 lines. So that will carry again 1 marks. Now starting the mathematical steps, if you reach till this formula or this formula, then you can expect 1.5 marks. Remember that it should be in vector form. You can see here electric field is in a vector form, and so here also the direction is given as p cap. So in this also there should be p cap for direction. So you can expect 1.5 marks full if you have reached till here this formula or this formula. And then finally, for a large distance the electric field on the equator will be this much. So for this also you can get 0.5 marks. So in all it carries 4 marks. Now students, remember that by observing this video you can easily get the idea of how much marks you can get of your answer sheet. So you have to do the self assessment. And I appreciate those students who are writing the test paper sincerely and sending them to me. Some of the students, they required hard work, while most of you are doing well.